Wednesday practice, way too many mental errors today. You know, always going to be honest with you when I come over here. You know, the big thing, man, is going in this game, obviously early in the season, not beat yourself. This is a huge game for us, a huge game for us. You know, we came out and we did really good in week 1, but we're going against a formidable opponent this week. Not that NAU's not, but this is a very, very tough opponent. A really, really good defensive football team. Got some really, really quality players. And we cannot have, we had 12 mental errors last week on defense. We had probably 16 on offense. We can't have those and be successful. You know, so we've got to eliminate those. And today, we had a good pride, a great spirit, but we still have too many mental errors. And maybe some of that is some things we might have to simplify and those type of things. But I do like the spirit from which our guys are competing. We just got to keep hammering and straining them, making sure we don't slide back into being careless. And so today was a little bit careless. Great effort, but if you give great effort and go in the wrong direction, that's not very good. So that's kind of the thing we talked about today. Tomorrow's our dress rehearsal Thursday. Feel good about our game plan and what we're doing, and but we got to eliminate the mental errors. The main thing is don't beat ourselves. The team that wins the turnover battle, okay, has the least amount of penalties, will win this game. That's what I think.
Speaking of penalties, Todd, you said on your radio show the other night that you guys some Pac-12 officials come in and kind of go through with your team about what they're for.
Yeah. What we do, you know, one of the things that I found interesting, I don't know, my deal is it's kind of, you know, I got basketball coaches that are friends of mine. You know, they spend a lot of time on how does that guy call fouls, and you know they call fouls differently in the Big East than they do in the Pac-12 or in the Big 12. Well, how do football officials officiate? Okay, so I bring a crew in and they talk to them about what is the 7-man crew looking at? What are they looking at on each snap? What is the referee looking at? What is the umpire? How do they operate? How's the ball spotted? We don't want to give the ball back to the official. We want to give it to the umpire. He's the one that spots it. It gets it spotted faster. Does that make sense? So we talk to them about how do they determine a holding penalty? How do they determine a block in the back? And so we bring them in there and they actually go into our meetings and we educate the players. I think just saying you don't want any penalties and doing it is completely different. You know, I promise you the whole game, that's what I say on the sideline most of the game. No pen, just making them conscious and not, but I don't want them to play cautious. Does that make sense? So, and you don't see me yelling and screaming at the officials. You know, I do a lot of yelling and screaming out here on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I don't do a lot of yelling and screaming in the game. Now, you know, every once in a while if I do, it's usually at a coach. It's never at a player because it don't do me any good to do that. And I probably shouldn't yell at the coaches, but it relieves some stress when I do that sometimes. So, I think I'm all about teaching and education. And it'd be curious to know how many players that play the game actually know how the game is officiated. So we're working on educating our guys in that.
Have you done that at previous stops?
Yeah, I've done it everywhere.
When you say too many mental mistakes today, was it turnovers, assignment?
No, I think schematically we're just obviously executing some new things in the game plan that we just need to clean up. But I'm telling you, our effort, these guys are going to give effort. I mean, I'm very pleased with their effort. We just had too many mental errors, and that means maybe that's coaching. So we're going to do a better job coaching tomorrow, is what I tell you. That's
so
what that
when you
means.
talk about simplifying maybe some things that would help your players to eliminate some of that.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm saying is take, and sometimes you get to, you know, you're playing against dynamic people and you try to do too much. We just want to be able to execute what we're executing. So we probably have a few things we'll cut out tomorrow.